Am I the a-hole for calling my mother's BF the B word for taking my door? I, 18F, my mom, 40F, and her boyfriend, 40M, along with my siblings, 24M, 10F, 9F, all just moved to a new house at the beginning of July. When we first moved in, her boyfriend didn't help with any of the moving at all, and would often throw anything that wasn't his or my mother's on the floor, or kick it around with no regard as to what was in the box. A few hours after we were done moving in, my mother and her boyfriend left to return the moving truck. While they were gone, my brother, 24M, went around the house looking for our bathroom shower curtain. While searching for the curtain, he went into my mother's room thinking that maybe it was put in there by mistake. While searching, he stumbled upon a phone that had been set up to record. He found it weird but didn't think anything of it. An hour passed, and I was in my room when I heard yelling. It was my mother's boyfriend saying, "Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem?" on repeat. After being told to go downstairs by my mother, she and I went to investigate what had happened. My brother explained to us that the boyfriend came upstairs and knocked on his door. When he opened the door, the boyfriend went on to say in an aggressive tone, "Why were you in our room? You shouldn't have been in there, and that our room is off limits to you," meaning me and my siblings. My brother explained that he was looking for our shower curtain for the bathroom and thought maybe it was accidentally put in there, not knowing that being in there was off limits. The boyfriend said, "Well, the room is off limits, just so you know now," and walked off. While he was leaving, my brother shut his door. For context, when we first moved in, the doors didn't shut properly and were hard to shut. You need to put pressure on them for them to close. That's when the boyfriend came back upstairs, thinking my brother slammed the door, shouting the word listed above. My mother, not making the situation better, basically sided with him and didn't take into consideration that her boyfriend overstepped his boundaries. A couple days passed, and my little sisters, 10F and 9F, were having fun in their room. They were on summer break when this happened, just being loud and having fun as they always do. The boyfriend came upstairs yelling at them, telling them to be quiet and to stop making noise. For context, their room is right above his, so basically anything they do, he will hear it. Later that day, they had a talk with both my mother and her boyfriend about the noise level. Her boyfriend is the only one in the house that complains about literally anything, and noise is one of many things he dislikes. To sum it up, my sisters told me and my brother that they were basically told that if they didn't shut up, they would be punished, having their doors, tablets, and as of now, spankings taken away. They also expressed that they were told not to be sad or upset because it's your fault for your punishment. This is just a summary of July and a little information about our current situation. As of August 5th, I made the mistake, something I regret doing, of bringing food upstairs to eat. We have a list of rules for us, and having food upstairs, among many other things, is on it. It only applies to me and my siblings. There's also a camera in the kitchen watching us, making sure we're following the rules. Regardless of the camera, I took food upstairs to eat. Yes, I know I'm in the wrong, but considering we just moved in, there is no table and no chairs downstairs for eating, as expressed by my mother and her boyfriend every time they eat in their room. So, knowing the rule, I ate upstairs anyway, knowing I would be in trouble. Some time later, my mother's boyfriend came home early for some reason, banging on my door. I was in the room at the time. I was in my brother's room watching TV, as it is the quietest room in the house. I turned on my phone recording, knowing that some BS was about to follow. To sum it up, he asked to open my door so that he could take it off as my punishment. I told him no because, for one, I am an 18-year-old girl. I'm not letting some man I know nothing about take my door from me. I stated that he could punish me in any other way but not take my door because that is the only thing giving me privacy in my room. He continued to take a sledgehammer to my doorknob because I refused to open it, breaking it off. For context, we do not own this house, we rent it, and he also is not on the lease, but I am. I bought a fingerprint doorknob. I expressed to him that for breaking my doorknob, he was going to replace it. He laughed it off, saying that I don't run sh*t here, and that him and my mother do. Now at this point, I was fuming with rage. I'd also like to say that I'm a very anxious person. I don't like confrontation at all, but because I was home alone with this guy, my body went into full defense mode, and I lashed out on him for breaking my stuff and just being rude in general. So, in my fit of rage, I called him a b***tch. Now, I will admit I kind of blacked out during this whole interaction. So many of the things I said kind of just rolled off the tongue without a moment of thought in mind. After he took my door, I called my father crying, and of course, he came over. More context. My mother didn't want him to know our new address because of personal reasons. But in my defense, he has a right as my father to come over and make sure I'm okay, or any of his children for that matter. But that only added fuel to the fire. Moving on to the next day, my father calls me asking if I called her boyfriend a BTCH. To sum up the call, he said he didn't care if I did or not because he is a BTCH. He said he finds it weird that the boyfriend would even take my door or be spying on us on a camera. My mom now wants me out of the house. She's always wanted me out of the house, but this is really what made her want to kick me out more. And if anyone asks, no, I can't go live with my father because he currently lives in his car and is saving for an apartment so me and my brother can live with him. Later that day, she pulls me into my sister's room to talk. To sum the talk up, she stated that I was out of line and that 18 isn't grown. She said I need to respect my elders, not fight with adults, and to basically sit in a corner and just let what happens happen without a fight. She said all the tension and everything that's been going on is my fault and that I shouldn't have broken the rules. She has expressed herself before that as long as we don't get caught, we can sneak food upstairs. So now her and her boyfriend are mad at me, and I don't know when or if I'll ever get my door back. It wouldn't matter because the handle is broken. But I just want to know, even though I was wrong for eating upstairs, should I have had my door taken? So, am I the a-hole for calling my mother's boyfriend the B word for taking my door?